Right. Hi, guys. This is a little bit complicated. I am going to tell you, and hopefully Martin Lewis, and hopefully the politicians that run the United Kingdom, why they have got something very wrong that will affect all of us if they do not correct it. I am referring to millions of people across the UK who are currently struggling to pay bills and have debts. Now, those debts are divided into two types. You have unsecured debts, unsecured lending. Those are things like credit cards and ordinary personal loans, because they don't have something behind them, an asset like your house. A secured loan, so where you have it secured on something you own, an asset, normally on your property, those are much more important. And those are the ones where you have to pay it. So they effectively jump the queue. They are ahead of, they take precedence over your unsecured lending. So put that to one side. You're in trouble and you want to speak to your mortgage company because you are aware that it's going to become very difficult to pay your mortgage. And you know over the last few months that you may have come off a fixed rate mortgage and you might have had a jump from, say, being on 2.5% to nearer 6, even 6.5%. So your repayment might have gone up 50, 100%, 150% or more. And I'm in that category. So I used to be a financial advisor. I'm fully qualified in financial advice. Hopefully that's coming across a little bit. But obviously I've been ill. So I haven't had an income for 3 years and I've fallen into a lot of debt. Most of my debt is unsecured debt. So it's loaded on credit cards and loans and car loans and everything else. Now, I know that because my mortgage has gone up over £1,000 a month. Now I get PIP benefit and I get, my only income is from renting out my other property, which is, I'm crawling around on my hands and knees, cleaning bedrooms and toilets and everything, just to try and make a bit of money because I'm petrified of falling into a situation of arrears. Now, here's the terminology. If you have a debt and you're paying back the minimum amount, for example, on your credit card, then you are not in arrears, you are in debt. So you have a loan or you're borrowing money, but you're managing it because you're managing to pay it back. You are not in arrears. In arrears means you are behind with your payments. So if you miss a payment, either on your mortgage or on your credit card or a loan or whatever it might be, you fall into arrears. Once you're into arrears, that's where your credit report, your credit score starts to get really affected. Because you may remember during COVID, some people applied for what's called a payment holiday. Now that was an arranged contract or agreement with the lender whereby you perhaps weren't paying as much back as you normally would or should. For example, with a mortgage payment holiday, you perhaps didn't pay your monthly premium for a few months, but you added it on at the end, or they added it on at the end, and you weren't technically in arrears because you'd agreed that that was a mutual understanding between you. So I wanted my mortgage lender, who have asked for more than £1,000 extra every month, to try and help me out. So given the government has said, we will help you out, I thought, great. So I spoke to my mortgage lender and explained my position and said, I absolutely cannot afford, I can't even think, where am I supposed to find more than £1,000 every month on top of the fact that I can't work, I'm ill, I'm on PIP, blah, 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 blah. And their reaction was, well, fill in a budget planner, which you have to do. They all do. So that's all your incomings and outgoings. And the bottom line on my incomings and outgoings is that I was committed to spending more than £2,000 every month than what I had coming in, which clearly to me says this person needs help. So they then said to me, well, we can't help you because you have got a lot of unsecured lending. You've got credit cards and things. So they said to me, go to your unsecured lenders and tell them that your secured lending, your mortgage, which is more important, we can only reduce your mortgage if you get your unsecured lenders, your credit cards and your loans or whatever it is, to consider reducing theirs first. This is how it works. So you have to prove that you've made an effort to reduce your outgoings by talking to your other people that you owe money to before the mortgage lender will say, okay, we'll consider it now. And they'll only consider it and they potentially might drop it down or, I don't know, have some sort of agreement with you to lessen the sting of it. So all that sounds okay. I was a bit sort of taken aback. I thought, well, isn't it clear? I'm less than £2,000 just to break even at the moment now on an average month. But hey presto. So, and now I'm going to name a lender. My lovely bank, and I do love them. I've been with them 25 years, First Direct. So I phoned them up, explained this whole thing, and said, I've got a credit card with you. On that credit card, I have got a big loan, a lot of money, and at the moment that is costing me over £250 a month just to repay you. And I want you, First Direct, please, just to reduce the amount for a little while to help me out, blah, 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 because of all these things. Now, First Direct said, but you're not in arrears. And I said, well, no, I'm not in arrears. That's why I'm phoning you, because I don't want to get into arrears. Long story short, they cannot help you. They went through one department, they went through another. They go through money coaching department. Would you like to talk about it? Would you talk to somebody who'll tell you how to reduce your outgoings? Well, no, I know how to do that, thank you. Buzz off. And so, long story short, First Direct, and I wonder if your bank is the same or your lender is the same, cannot help me because I'm not in arrears, meaning I've been a good girl and I've made my repayments. But the whole point I'm ringing them is because from the 1st of next month, I've got to find more than £1,000 to keep my house. And I can't do that if they still want £250 as the basic amount on the credit card. So I am going to default and I will go into arrears. But I don't want to. I want to try and stop that happening. But no way. I literally said to them, so if I don't pay my next month's thing, I'll go into arrears. Would you be able to help me then? Oh, yes. What? So are we saying that financial providers and mortgage lenders are forcing people to ruin their credit record, completely corrupt their credit rating, penalise them for a long term, perhaps even for life, by forcing them to miss a payment on a loan, to go into arrears, to be able to get a reduction on the amount that you are able to pay? To me, that is absolutely bonkers. It can't be right. What do you think? Can you let me know if you've got anything similar, or if your lender said anything like that? You know who I am. Most people call me Moneypenny. Good luck. Fight the good fight. Don't comply.